Good evening, folks, and welcome back to my podcast. This is George Nathaniel for you. As I always do, today I've come back with another simple topic, a very simple reasoning in our lives, a very important subject in our life. Well, the topic for today is to wait until time. Now, what do I mean when I say to wait until time? Now, when I say to wait until time, what I exactly mean is to reason out. Don't be judgmental. Don't misinterpret. Don't get carried away by predictions over one's thoughts. Rather, we could engage, we could focus, and we can wait till the end. No one knows, it can always be a different ending. Well, folks, looking at life from a very positive aspect, as I always motivate every individual towards betterment, let me tell you one thing. Each one of us has our own motivation. There's one motivation which nobody realized till date. Well, it is our own lives. Our own lives are our biggest motivation. They push us in different ways. They push us in different aspects. They push us into different situations. It's just that we fail to understand, or we fail to adapt. We fail to reason. But if we sit back and understand, we would realize that life is pushing us over our abilities. Life is pushing us over our growing potential. Life is pushing us to grow over. Life is pushing us towards betterment, towards a new beginning, towards better values. So, folks, as we sit back and spend a few moments with ourselves, let us understand, why do we need to wait until time? Well, it's very natural for a human to prejudge something over his age, over his experience, and just walk out or give up or give in. But folks, given life, given the abilities, given our independence over our thoughts and actions, let us understand, if we were to look at it from a positive aspect, if we were to sit back and engage, put in the extra effort, build a bigger focus, try and work towards a better ending, don't you believe it could happen? In most cases, I'm sure it will. So, folks, each one of us have our own hidden abilities, our own hidden talent. Now, most of these talents are discovered only during crisis periods. So, these crisis periods are actually raised by our own life's abilities as we grow over in life. So, folks, let us, as I always say, sit back, sit down, take your best place in the corner and understand. Should we wait until time? Yes, each one of us should wait until time. Each one of us are giving in our best efforts. Each one of us has the best possible life. Well, in some cases, not exactly, but God's gift to us is life. So as we sit back, as we sit down, and as we give ourselves that few precious moments, let us understand how our engagements could help us over a betterment. How putting in the extra value can make our life even more meaningful. Let us understand how we can scale over newer beginnings, how we can scale over newer achievements in life, how can we set ourselves higher landmarks? I know it's easier said than done, but as you know, no one's perfect and nothing happens without practice. So even the best has to train. Our mind has to train. Our action needs to train. And we always need to be a work in progress. So, folks, as we sit down, as we compile our lives, as we understand the meaning of wait until time, we would realize that whatever we work towards, whatever we are preparing towards, it will happen. It will take us to a new segment, to a new sphere. It will take us over to a new beginning. But we need to wait until time. We have to ensure that we need to be persistent with our efforts, with our thoughts, be determined over our efforts. So, folks, as we sit back and realize, so the platform I'm giving you is a very common platform. As we understand the importance of different priorities over our lives, and as we prepare towards them and wait until time, let us ensure that it makes a better meaning in our lives. Let us ensure that it all goes towards a positive beginning, towards betterment. So, folks, I hope I make sense to you all with my very simple topics. I'm sure most of you all love listening to my podcast. Do subscribe, do share them, do encourage your friends to listen to them, and of course, do send in all your requests. I will just be more than happy to do a simple research, share my experiences, compile them, and of course, engage with all of you all. I hope you like listening to my podcast. This is George Nathaniel for you. So, folks, do subscribe and do share. This is George Nathaniel signing off, and I hope you like listening to my podcast. And let us wait until it's time. So, till my next podcast, this is George Nathaniel signing off. Thank you once again, and I wish you a wonderful period ahead.